Okay, so are we gonna have like an introduction going on? I feel like that.
Robert, you're meant to give
do.
the fucking intro.
I like this as an introduction.
This is our introduction.
Just leave it like
the
that.
introduction.
Yeah, just leave it like the silence, and then just
I
fear
say
going.
I'll
Are we
leave it like
supposed
that.
to have an introduction?
So yeah, hello everyone. Welcome to episode 2 of the Tabbed Out Podcast. There's 4 of us. We have Hamza, BD, Robert, and myself, Fury, or Phil, as Hamza likes to call me.
Gang.
We got some shit to talk about.
I would like to keep the scuffed opening because I want this to turn into such a scuffed podcast on episode 2.
It already is scuffed from
It's
the
already
fucking
Yo, if
first
it's
episode.
scuffed, can I listen to Instagram memes while being in the podcast?
Okay, not that stuff. Jesus.
Excuse me while I just play some rounds of GeoGuessr.
I'll just keep playing Rocket League during the podcast.
Yo, you mind if I play a match of Warzone?
Oh, bro, you mind if I go to fucking Chick-fil-A real quick? I'm finna get shit.
Don't worry, I'll be on the podcast in my drive-thru. Just
I'm feeling kind of
My
hungry,
voice.
dude. I'm gonna go make some.
You'll
tendies.
go up to the fucking the person in the drive-thru and be like, "Alright, what's your favorite game?"
I'm in a podcast right now. You want to answer some questions?
Honestly, I feel
You
like
are-
if the person behind the counter is young enough, they'll probably just say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll be like, "Fuck it."
Because they'll be like, dude, there's no way like a podcast with only like 10 views will ask me this. It's gotta be like a big podcast.
They fucking ask
Oh, man.
about it. They watch the podcast next week and they're just like, what the fuck is this? This
Damn,
absolute
this
scuff.
fucked.
Why was
6
I on this?
views. One of the own fucking
No, I'm telling you, we have like 48 views, I think, on our first
damn,
episode.
double digits.
Double
Nice.
digits. Somehow.
Isn't it literally only because you just go into service and start talking about the fact that you're on a podcast?
No, I've only did that in tabs. I only did that.
Did you put it in promotions?
Hey, bro, check out my.
I didn't put it in promotions. I put it
You
next
just put
to
an AB? Yeah.
Because the people in there are gonna listen to it,
33% of our viewership. By the way, only 33% of you guys are subscribed.
Awful. You're
Are
gonna
we
pull
gonna
that out in the
start
second episode?
It's fucking episode 2 and you're already fucking talking about
It's like,
it.
hey guys.
You gotta start out fast, bro. You gotta start out fast.
We gotta make
We-
that money somehow, man.
I'm surprised we have
this is a sign.
33%.
Yeah.
That's already something.
Let's go. We have 12.
Am I even subscribed to the YouTube?
I'm
channel?
not.
I don't think
I'm
so.
not either.
None of us are. The hosts.
I haven't subscribed to it.
Even the creator isn't. Okay.
That's how we know we have authentic subscribers.
It's real. The authentic is like a bit much. I think like 11 of them are from tabs. One is some random ass motherfucker.
Hey, listen, that's authentic because it's not us.
Yeah.
I remember.
As long as we don't do it, you know?
I was telling someone, I think I was talking to Poi about it. I'm like, oh yeah, we have like 48 views on the episode. And then the first thing that she asked me was like, have you been refreshing the tab? I'm like,
Well, have you?
no. I used to do that though. When I used to make Minecraft videos, that's what I used to do. I used to like sit on my own video and like refresh the tab.
You made Minecraft videos.
Have you never seen them?
No.
Really? You're
No.
fucking missing out, BD. Me and my cousin made some banger Minecraft videos.
Are we talking about young Hamza here? Because if so, I'm not
We're
missing out.
talking like younger before you even met me.
Okay. Alright.
You know, I too used to make Minecraft videos. They were really
Minecraft
shitty
videos.
though, because the thing is that I think half the views are just me coming back to the video
To check how many
watch
views it has?
No, to just watch it, because it's like at this point it's kind of just like my childhood was making really fucking shitty stop motion action things with like all of my fucking Clone Wars figures and terrible Minecraft videos in Norwegian.
All in Norwegian?
Yeah, it was all in Norwegian. It was all in Norwegian because the friend that I made them with was just horrible at speaking English, and so he could barely speak the language, so he didn't want to do it. in English because people would make fun of him.
Nah,
The
nah,
mentality from middle
I
school.
only recorded all of my episodes, right? And I didn't know how to edit at the time. I was like fucking 11, right? So I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. So what would end up happening is that I had like one super long video where it was me and my cousin doing this like parkour map together, right? And the video is 45 minutes long. And it's literally all just like 11-year-old me with my squeaky ass voice being like, "Hi, Abby! What are you doing? Where are you on the map?" That's the whole video for
That
45
sounds
minutes.
painful.
It hurts. It hurts to watch, and it hurts to like think that like, oh, I made that.
I think it's one of those things where you're just like, you look back on it and you cringe, but then you kind of remember like what it felt like to make them, and you're like, oh, okay, well maybe it wasn't that bad. Because, dude, I remember those stop motion videos. It's like watching a PowerPoint presentation of just like pictures of action figures. It's so absolutely bad and horrible. But I remember, like, it would be the entire day. I would go to my friend's house with all of my fucking action figures in, like, a box. And then we would be like, okay, what are we going to make today? What are we going to do today? Right? And then we would run around the house taking fucking pictures of it. And then we would be like, he would edit it. And then we would watch it and we'd be like, holy shit, this is the coolest fucking thing we've ever done.
We're movie directors.
Movie directors, dude. We weren't we weren't video makers. We were movie directors.
Me and my cousin, we made these like videos for like our other cousins to watch. Man, we didn't know editing, so it was just one shot. So like, there's just. So
one
we'd have
take.
to like. If we wanted to set up the next like scene, we'd have to walk. It would just be this period where it's just walking to the next scene.
Holy shit.
It was so bad.
You know what, Peter? You know what? Someone probably saw that video and then was like, holy shit, and then they made 1917. Because that movie's supposed to be like one big take, and so they probably just stole it from your fucking videos.
You should sue the producers of 1917, BD.
I think he took down the video.
Your intellectual property was stolen from
I don't
him.
blame him. They were cringe.
No, I took down my videos. My cousin didn't take down his videos. You can search them up. His name is Ali Badawi Plays MC.
You're just gonna dox him like that? You really just full on exposed him. Now he's just gonna get roasted by random people online.
Doxed him to all of our 11 viewers.
Yeah. All of our old videos together are still there, I think. I think he also has a few solo videos, but I'm not sure.
Wow.
I think you showed me this before. I think I left a comment on his.
I know I showed it to you. I don't think you left a comment, but I know for sure I showed this to you.
I'm pretty sure I left a comment. I'm pretty sure I went like, haha, LMAO, and then I left like a comment saying that, can we get more of this guy?
When's he gonna start uploading again?
Yeah. Where's the next episode?
Has post notifications on.
Man. No, man. Fucking... My YouTube career was short. Now it's restarting.
For the worst.
For the worst.
Yeah.
Improvement is not mandatory.
Yeah, the question is like, if you're gonna start posting fucking gameplay videos again.
We'll see how it rolls out. How it
Hamza
goes.
Badawi Gaming.
Hamza Badawi Gaming. Was that my name? I don't remember. I think my whole name for like forever now has just been Hamza Badawi 0. I don't think I've ever changed it.
Mm-hmm.
Were you just not creative at all? Like, what was your thought process? Let me just throw my full name and then add a number.
It was, yeah, like my brother I think called himself Bad Badger HD or some shit.
Bad Badger.
My sister on Minecraft was Sweet Girl 2006 or
Stop.
something.
Stop.
And then I was the only one who's like Hamso0, and that's it. And it just stuck. Like I made that my name on everything now.
Well, yeah, it's your real name.
Yeah.
I even made it in real life.
I legally changed my name. I have a 0 now at the end.
Are you gonna do that? Get it?
Fuck no, I'm not gonna legally change my name
So
to have a 0 at the
awful.
end.
Call me Mr. Butterly
There's
Zero.
no way I'm doing that.
Can you even add numbers to your name? Wow.
I
Elon
think
Musk,
there.
never mind.
Have you seen like the world's longest name?
Oh, you're gonna do
No.
this again?
No? Oh my god, BD. Holy shit.
Please
Am I
don't try to
missing out?
pronounce it on the podcast. You can't do it for shit.
I'm gonna try.
Oh my
I'm gonna
God.
send the whole name in the server, and then I'm gonna try and read it.
No.
It's terrible.
This is the whole name, BD.
Why?
Roshandiatelli Nishwana Niveshin
Stop.
Keshian
Stop.
Shamunder.
You can't do it. But there's like
How?
a video of the woman actually pronouncing
Of the
it,
girl
like her
saying
mom,
it,
right?
yeah. No, her herself saying
Oh,
it.
she says it herself? Okay.
Yeah, I
and-
don't know how. This bitch, she just goes like, what?
It's a foreign
1,000
language.
plus letters.
Yeah,
Just why?
That's a lot of letters. That's more than the alphabet.
Why do you...
that is more than the alphabet is 26 letters, really.
I swear. People should be barred from parenting if they can't give their children a decent name.
I'm
As
gonna
a
call
guy
my
that's gonna
kid
work in
McCall.
CPS, I fully support that.
Thank you.
If I ever,
Like,
if I ever walk into a fucking house and I'm like, hey, I'm Robert, I'm here to talk to you guys, and it's like, oh, and the mom's like, okay, my name's Doris, and this is my child, Monster Energy Drink. I'll just take the fucking kid immediately.
It's already a red
I'm
flag.
here to acquire. I am here to strip you of your ownership from your child, White Claw. Whoa.
It's like,
What goes through
like
your
imagine.
head?
Yeah, go ahead.
Uh-huh. Yeah, like, it goes through your head when you name your kid fucking... It's spelled out shithead, but it's pronounced shithid. Oh, you're so special. Or just, like, fucking name your kid just, like, Lamangelo or Orangelo, but it's spelled orange jello or lemon jello. It's the worst thing ever.
Dude,
Honestly,
making a
how do you
pun.
think of these names?
Making your kid name's just a pun. It's like that's like the go-to way of knowing that kid's not gonna have fun in school.
Oh no. Motherfuckers who are named like once they get past the 5th grade and their name is Shahid, they're gonna get their ass handed to them. Once they pass the 5th grade, because that's when like all the kids are gonna figure out like, oh my god, your name is shithead, retard.
Exactly.
Like imagine life if your name was like Beatrice. It's like life would just be shit.
Beatrice? What are you, fucking 47? What?
At that point, you have to come up with like a nickname. You just have to.
Beat.
What nickname can we come up with for Shahid?
Dude, it can be something completely different. It's the same way as like people that are called Richard has the nickname Dick. Like, like where the fuck did that come from? Where do you get Dick from Richard?
I don't know. It just happens, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Fucking do you guys have you guys like ever like fucking played like Kahoot and shit in school?
No.
And then you fuck around and change up your name and shit.
Mm-hmm.
One time in a Kahoot game, I named myself Joe Biden, and some other kid joined in as Donald Trump, and
Who won?
and then when I lost,
Oh.
no, and then when I won, sorry, and then when I won, the guy was like, "What the fuck? This is rigged."
Was this before or after the election?
This was after. This was like This was like a month ago. I think fucking Peen joined the Kahoot with me. I was streaming it in Actibums, and Peen joined. I think Peen was named fucking Mohammed Kharakil, the guy who says like Joe Biden. So like on the list, we were in like I was in like a Zoom call, right? So the teacher, like half the class was in class, and then the other half was online. I was online, so the teacher was like, "Who's Joe Biden?" I was like, "Oh, sir, that's me." And he's like, "Okay, who's Muhammad Khanakil?" I'm like,
Sir, that's my other account.
If I play both sides, I always come out on top.
You know, all that reminds me of is back in middle school, we would always, dude, it became like a thing in my friends group to just name yourself like after the family of this one kid. So we would just go, let's say his father's name's Joe, right? And someone would join the Kahoot and be called Father Joe. and we did it so much that the teacher actually started banning the fucking name of his family members, because we were like bringing up cousins and shit like that. At one point 25% of the class was fucking named after his family members.
You fucking cousin Jurgevurk.
That was so funny.
No, we didn't have that. We just had a lot of like you know, the usual. It was like macaque or some shit. That's what the usual names were.
When I was in school, I never did Kahoot.
Yeah, because you're old.
No, shut up.
What the hell?
Was Kahoot even a thing back then?
Dude,
Was it?
Kahoot created?
When was Kahoot created?
Dude,
Hold
what
on.
the hell? He's like 1 year older than me, and I just said I played Kahoot in middle school.
Kahoot was in 2012.
Yeah.
Really?
Like, I've been playing Kahoot for fucking like 6 years or something. No, longer than that. Holy fuck, it's longer than 6 years.
You have a crisis now.
I didn't start hearing Kahoot until like 2-3 years ago, to be honest.
I didn't start using Kahoot until I think 10th grade, either 9th or 10th grade.
I started using Kahoot like 2 years ago.
See, I knew about Quizlet.
Mm-hmm.
Quizlet was hype, bro. I love Quizlet.
Yeah, I'm a
Quizlet in
shit.
Teams is the most infuriating thing. I can't stand my fucking. I think we play a lot of Quizlet in Teams in my Spanish class, and let me tell you, if you get this one kid, you're just auto fucked. There's no winning that Quizlet if you get this one kid, because this kid, one of the fucking dumbest people I think
is
I've
it that
ever
one
seen.
kid?
No, it's not that one kid. I'll tell that story of that one kid
okay.
a bit later. But this kid, sometimes I don't even understand how we got past Spanish 1. I got him in one game, right, and he was standing right next to me in the thing. So what usually ends up happening in my Spanish class is I basically just take everyone's laptops that's with me in my team, so I can just like for everyone, right?
Yeah.
Now this retard told me I could trust him and that he can keep his laptop on him. I'm like, okay. So I tell him, hey, it's this. And he's like, no, it's this. He clicks it. Wrong. We were on the 11 out of 12 questions. We were one question
so that
from
last
fucking winning.
question would have been 100?
Yeah, we would have won if he didn't get it wrong. And then everyone else was getting grodded, so I didn't really care, because, right, we were still gonna catch up. Again. At the same fucking question. After I told him it's this one, he's like, nope. No, it's this one. After that, when you left the fucking class, I rounded up like 4 people and beat his ass.
You just jumped him?
Yes.
You... Over Spanish?
Over
It
Spanish
was just a
Quizlet.
Spanish Quizlet. You're that shitty. You're that
No, he's
pissed.
just he's just an annoying kid also.
Uh-huh.
So he's use that shit anyways. This was like 2 years ago.
Oh,
So
I'm so mad my Quizlet
Yeah, you
didn't
do
go
shit
through,
in
so I'm gonna
Spanish
jump
Quizlet?
this kid. Okay.
Kicking your ass.
Damn, dude, fucking African schools hit different.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Oh man.
The only thing that I can like think when it comes to that was back when I had this was all the way back in like elementary school. Cause I had this fucking obsession with Assassin's Creed. And
Creed.
no, yeah, Creed, like the C word, Creed.
The C word.
Yeah, the C word, dude.
Alright.
And
Continue.
I had this obsession with it, and then it was like no one else in my entire school played it. And so I went like alone with this obsession from like 5th to 7th grade, and then in 7th grade, I don't know what happened, but suddenly everybody started playing Assassin's Creed. And
Like which one?
huh?
Black Flag?
No, they were
or
just playing the
3?
different one. Most of them were playing Brotherhood or Revelations.
Oh, yeah.
And
Okay.
I remember it so well because I'd been such a huge fan that I had like bought like the lore books that they were selling. And so people would like start coming to me and like fucking coming to my desk after class and just asking me questions on like the Assassin's Creed lore. And that was it. It was like, I became popular just because of the fact people started playing a game I was just fucking obsessed with.
No, man. The entire reason I
know
started
the whole
becoming.
entire Assassin's Creed lore.
Yeah.
I memorized that shit off the top of my head.
The gamers finally rose up.
Shut up.
Awful.
Like in.
Why am I associated with you?
I remember the reason that I'm like well known in my grade. It's just because I'm a weirdo, essentially. That's the entire reason. Because I go around and I just do dumb shit and I just fuck with a lot of different people. So I go from one table, I fuck with them, and then I leave that table, and then I go to another table that has a different friend group, fuck with them, then go, and I just keep going around like that.
So
Wasn't there something that like happened with you and some girl that like made you popular as well?
Oh yeah, that made me blew up. So, for legal reasons, the girl's name shall not be mentioned, but let's just call her
Shaquisa.
Banana Fruit.
Oh.
Shaquisa, let's call her Shaquisa.
Okay, relax.
So,
call her Sarah.
Shaquisa,
Easy.
Shaquisa is this bitch, essentially,
Okay.
who me and her had this long running hatred for each other, I guess you could say, right? So I was dating her best friend at the time, and she did not like that, so she would like keep telling my girlfriend at the time, or her best friend, that like, yeah, Hamza wants to leave you, he hates you, he doesn't really love you, look at him, he's talking to other girls and blah blah blah, blah, right? So she kept doing that to her. So like she would distance herself from me because like, you know, her best friend was telling her that I'm a piece of shit, basically, right? So one time she accused me of calling her fat and a slut. Alright? Now the bitch is fucking chungus, right? She's big. I'm not, right? So people immediately did not question her. Right? They were like, yeah, Hamza would say that. And honestly, I wouldn't put it past myself either. Right? So in fucking, I didn't know about this, so in break, well, not in break, in an Arabic class, a girl came up to me and she was like, hey Hamza, I heard from Shaquisa that you called her fat and a slut. I'm like, huh? I'm like, hold up, what do you mean? And she's like, wait, so you didn't do it? I'm like, I don't fucking know what you're talking about to even like know like if I did it or not. And she's like, oh well, she was crying in English class today saying that you called her fat and a slut. I'm like, no. I'm like, I don't remember doing this. And she was like, yeah, I believe you. I'm like, Oh, that was a quick switch. Why? She's like, because I felt that if I came up to you and asked you, you would have said yes, I did it. If you did do it.
You're just that
So-
kind of guy.
me and the girl basically just went around our whole grade, going up to people coming up to me and then like coming up to her and asking like, "Does Hamza do it?" She's like, "No," and then people would come up to me and I'd be like, "No, I didn't do it." And some people tried to fucking like come up and fight me. I'm like, "Hey, I didn't do shit. You know, it's not my fucking issue." And basically the girl got exiled from the year group. Like no one talks to her. And honestly, I feel bad. I feel bad now, almost. Almost.
Almost?
Feel bad. Almost. Bitch had it coming.
This just reminds me of like a girl my friend used to date back in middle school. All the trouble that fucking brought, because it was just like her ex was just one of the violent types in our school. So it was like
yeah.
he just wanted to start fucking problems with my friend the whole time, and because I was his friend, it was like I just got fucking caught up in a lot of
Dragged
it.
in.
I think my favorite part of the story, and the one that I tell the most, is that he wanted more info on my friend, right? And so one day he came into our class during one of the breaks. He came up to me and he was like, "Hey, I want to talk to you. Meet me in the cafeteria after school." And I just went, "Okay."
After school?
Yeah,
What?
just after school. And I just went, "Okay." And then after school came and I just went home.
You stood him up.
Yeah,
You stood him up,
listen,
probably.
Listen, I had no fucking interest in getting involved because I had no fucking clue what was gonna happen in that cafeteria. So he was gonna ask me on dirt on my friend. Like, in that situation, you can either stand up for him and like deal with the consequences of being on someone's bad side, or you could just go home, just ignore them. And like,
Come on, Robert.
Nothing came
He
from it.
built up the courage to like ask you to the cafeteria. You could have at least went and seen
fuck,
him.
that's it. He was.
And then he just gets jumped.
Oh, that's it, dude. My friend started dating his ex, so he was gonna start dating me to get back at him. Oh my god.
Exactly.
He was
He's
gonna
gonna steal
confess.
what's most precious to him.
My friend.
He was gonna confess to me, and I stood him up. Oh, now I feel horrible.
You stood him up, Robert. You must feel like shit now, huh?
And now I feel bad. Before I didn't feel so bad about it. Yeah. I was also almost in like a group fight because of this fucking girl. It was such fucking drama having her.
Because of a girl?
Yeah, because of the fucking
The same
friend's
one?
girlfully. Yeah, it was like the guy.
Oh, shit.
The guy tried to fight my friend in a fucking grocery store parking lot.
Wait, that story.
It's like, what the fuck's happening?
Groceries or parking lot.
It's like, what the fuck's going on, dude?
Holy shit.
And then it was also the fact that because this is like the worst fucking part, because his girlfriend was like she liked me. She was like, yeah, like this guy's funny, right? And so she didn't have any problems with me being around when my friend was there, right?
Right.
And there, like, she had this friend who was just like a fucking bitch. She just hated me. I could never understand why she hated me, but she just
It's
fucking
okay, Robert. It's okay.
hated me. And it was such fucking bullshit, and that also caused a shit ton of drama. So it was like, being with my friend when he was together with her was such a fucking pain in the ass. Honestly. God.
That reminds me of another story with Shaquisa, where Shaquisa, being her slow ass usual self, was going down the stairs at like a maximum of fucking 2 kilometers an hour. This bitch was like, the entire staircase was shaking every time she took a fucking step.
Okay.
She's not even here anymore. Why do you have to do this to her?
So I was pretty pissed at her because I just fought with her in that class, and she was going slow as fuck. I just wanted to go get my food, so I sort of like lightly like pushed her on the shoulder. I'm like, hey, speed up, like a light push. And then she sicked her older brother on me, telling him that I pushed her down the stairs.
If that were to happen, it would have caused an earthquake.
Yeah. It would have fucking caused like a rupture. And then the older brother came up to me, you know, it's like the average fucking like, let me take you for a talk. He put his arm around me, leant down, looked at my face, and I'm like, did you push her down the stairs? I'm like, no. I'm like, well, she said you did. I'm like, well, I'm saying I didn't. I'm saying... We had that talk for like 10 minutes where it was just me laughing at him, like trying to threaten me. And then I left. And I never talked to him again.
That's it?
Yep.
He didn't do anything after?
Nope.
He didn't
He
jump
would have
you or
gotten his
anything?
ass beat.
Alright.
Wow.
Not
Like,
by me.
How much
by
older
my
was
brother.
he?
2 years older.
Okay. He's, yeah, I'm imagining like, oh, it's an upperclassman or something, so you weren't intimidated at all? You're just like, oh, it's like
I wasn't
older
intimidated because he knew that he couldn't beat me, and I knew that he couldn't beat me.
Alright.
Not in a sense of like he can't beat me physically, as in like he'll get the consequences. Because at that time, a bunch of my brother's class like friends were still in school, so they would have beat his ass. And if my brother ever came back to Egypt and heard about this, he would have beat his ass.
So you just have that kind of like protection then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I knew he couldn't touch me, he knew he couldn't touch me, so there were empty threats, so I'm like, okay, I don't give a fuck.
What are you gonna do, weather boy?
What do you like to know? Oh, man.
School's wacky, dude.
I'm still in it, hell. I'm still in
I
it.
spent.
Yeah.
Funny part is that I can split it up into like the games I played in middle school. At during school hours, I played a shit ton of Portal, and then in high school I
school
played
hours?
and then in high school I played like a shit ton of Civilization 5 and like Trackmania, and then in college I've just been playing a ridiculous amount of Tetris.
I get bored of Tetris really quickly.
How?
I don't know, I play it for like 5 minutes and then I'm done. I can't
Tetris
play
is like the
anymore.
ultimate game.
I don't know, man. Give me a moment, I'm getting a phone call.
Wow.
How do you get bored
How
of
unprofessional.
Tetris?
The podcast comes first.
Podcast for anything. It's an important business call. I can't talk.
Yeah.
I have a podcast.
Exactly.
It's dude, Tetris is fun. I think like the reason why I like playing Tetris
Fuck you guys.
was
Hey, fuck you too.
wait, what the fuck, dude? I'm just talking about Tetris.
Toxic, yeah. What the fuck?
I could still hear you and I'm on the
Huh,
fucking phone.
causing drama on the second episode, huh?
Wasn't this?
Oh,
what you guys-
yeah. You got a problem?
You came in here and you were like, "Hey, today we can talk about two things. We could talk about school or we could talk about games." And then you went like, "Oh, let's talk about games." And we've just been talking about school.
Yeah,
I
I
know,
realized-
I
Nice
realized that we're
gaming
like-
talk we're having
Yeah,
here.
and now I'm sitting here trying to be like, "Oh, Tetris, haha, and gaming." And Hamza's like, "You know what? I fucking hate you." What the hell?
I realized that we were off track. And I'm like, yeah, that doesn't matter.
You were off
So
track
I
from
guess
the
we did
beginning.
both subjects.
Yeah, we did. We're doing both today, it looks like. Or like a mix of both.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
And so
Versatility.
continue on about Tetris, Robbie.
I just like
Go ahead.
I like playing Tetris in college because I managed to get more people in my class also into playing Tetris, and so it became like a thing where where I would just see people's computer screens. I would see them playing Tetris, and then during break time we would just sit there and talk about our scores.
That's the whole ass shit they did. What the fuck?
That's college for you,
I
dude.
thought college was
You
like,
got
let's go
popular
drinking, let's
video
go do
games.
this, like, not fucking like, what's your Tetris score that you got in the fucking geometry or some shit?
Well, the thing is that what else are we supposed to talk about? It's like, yes, we could talk about the subject we just learned about, but that's boring, dude. I want to talk about how this motherfucker managed to make 100,000 points.
Right. Now in school, I just slept, or I still just sleep.
Dude, that's not good.
I either sleep or I fuck around in the class. Like I'll tell you. So I take like 7 classes overall. 4 out of the 7 I can straight up just walk out of, and the teacher's not gonna tell me anything.
Wow.
Why?
You're
How?
badass.
They've given up.
They've given up on you as a student?
Essentially, yeah. And so in my history class, the teacher just like doesn't care what the fuck I do at this point. Even in the beginning, he was skeptical. He was skeptical, right? He thought I was a retard in the beginning. And then we played one Kahoot, and I won with it like a 5,000 or 6,000 point difference. And then we did an essay, and then I got a perfect score. And then I did another essay, and I got another perfect score. So after that, he just gave up. He gave up on like trying to stop me from doing whatever the fuck I want to do. So now I don't even tell him like I'm leaving. I just go open the door, close the door, and I walk around in the hallways. So that's my history class. And then my math class, I feel like the teacher just forgets about me. I just walk out because like she's not paying attention to me. And then what other classes do I leave? Choir. My choir class. I don't do jack shit in that class. I sing for like a maximum of 5 minutes, and then I either sit back down and sleep, or I just walk around and leave.
Wasn't the teacher sad that you were leaving?
Sad? In the beginning.
Not like...
In the beginning, he was like, "Why are you leaving?" I'm like, I don't know, I just want to leave. And he's like, "Okay." And now he's just like, "Come back before the end of class." I'm like, "Alright."
I was talking about, like, because I'm pretty sure you mentioned, like, when you're signing up for new classes or whatever, and he talked to, I think, you and your friend about, like, taking it again.
Yeah, my choir teacher. He was really, like, sad that I left choir, that
But
I
you
didn't
just
take
leave
choir
the
next year.
class.
Yeah, I told him, like, I'm not taking choir next year. He's like, "Why?" I'm like, "Because I'm done with my art credits. I don't need to take it anymore." And he was like... He was trying to, like, guilt trip me, and I'm like, "It's not gonna fucking work on me." And he was like, "You have improved a lot, though." I'm like, "Cool, thanks. I'm not joining your class still." And then he was like, and then he'd get all pouty again.
Now I have a very important, thing here to say, and that is that the people listening have probably gotten pretty sick of Hamza's and my voice. So Fury, tell us a funny story.
Funny story? Why is the first thing about something gory? That's awful. It's just thought of, like...
Gory? Oh no, I want to hear that one now.
Gory? Because it's like, back in 4th grade, I want to say. Yeah, 4th grade. We were at fucking recess, just like outside where there's like the scuffed playground with the wood chips on the ground, and then just like a hard cement floor like surrounding it that all the other kids played on, like hopscotch. And
I can imagine that's not gonna go well.
Yeah, well, it doesn't have to do with the cement this time. There's a metal bench, right, that like kids could just sit on to, I guess, relax or anything. Just completely metal, painted red. And there were some kids playing football.
Like football, as in like
not
American
like,
football or soccer?
American football, not soccer.
American football, okay.
I don't think anyone even played soccer there. It was a bunch of like black and Latino kids. Latinos might have played football, but and that's besides the point. Fucking, they were playing football, just tossing the pigskin or whatever. And at some point, I like wasn't looking. I don't even know what I was doing, but I didn't see what happened exactly. All I know is that one of the lunch ladies just screamed, because before that there was like a big like bonk sound or like a clang sound. I fucking turn around.
Fucking hammer.
Yeah, I like turn around and see the lunch lady screaming, and then I look over to like what she's screaming at, and I just see a kid just walking slowly, just like like his head was kind of bashed in a bit, and you could just see him like just completely bleeding because he had tried running for the football, and he had just ran right into the bench. Just like smashed his head on it. So he's just walking there. You could just like see like red and like pink in his head. It was that bad.
Jesus.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry, Panda, if you're listening to this.
Well, it's only an audio thing because sorry for
Don't,
you
I'll
who
pull
are
up a picture.
visualizing it. Well, yeah, I have a picture of it still to this day. But
I was there.
I was there. I witnessed it. It was fucking messy. Like it was actually dripping blood on the ground. So yeah, I had to call an ambulance. He was taken away, and he didn't even show up for like a couple of weeks after that. He was gone.
Motherfucker head split like the Red Sea.
Dude.
It was rough.
Moses.
Yeah. I feel like when your fucking head is just split open and your brain starts pouring out, you probably earned a couple of like weeks off school. You know.
Uh huh.
No. Because when I split my head open, I came back the next day.
But how bad was your split?
Oh, I had to get stitches.
Okay.
But it wasn't. I didn't have like a fucking a dent in my forehead.
Yeah. His was horrible.
I had to get like a good number. I think I had to get like 8 stitches, 6 stitches, something like that.
Yeah, I mean when I was in kindergarten or something, I ran into like a copy machine.
Or when it had hot coffee in it, or
no. Oh, so what I was doing was that. How old was I? I would have been like 3 or 4 years old, 4 probably. And I was running down the hallway because it was split into 2 departments. It was like Department 1 and Department 2, so that they had like not 2 big groups to focus on. And then I was running between them, and I ran down the hall, and then I was doing a turn, but I didn't stop. I was just gonna run around it, but then as I turned, I just kind of continued slipping down the hall. And then I just
fucking
deja vu. Then I just kind of went head first into a copy machine, and so I also have stitches.
You drifted straight into the coffee machine.
Yeah, so I kind of have stitches on the top of my head too. So I have like this.
I have like in the middle of my.
Oh yeah, same.
Like where the hair is, and then I have above my eyebrow, above going into my eyebrow.
Okay, I have it like on the very very top middle part. So you can kind of, if you scoop my hair around a little bit, you can kind of see that there's just like a line there where there's not growing any hair.
Where there was stitches, yeah.
And so...
Fucking alleviate. Give us a funny story, BD. We haven't heard the story of yours yet.
A funny story? Oh man, I mean, I gotta remember a banger.
This podcast is so organic.
Bangers.
It's just like
I feel like we've been talking about blood and gore for a bit too long.
Yeah, because both of you, Robert and Hans, you've both like had some kind of major injury. I've never had like any kind of major injury. Have you, BD?
Major injury?
Yeah,
I mean,
or like ever
blood and gore.
like breaking. Doesn't have to be like bloody or gory, but like breaking a bone or just like a fracture or something.
I mean, yeah. Last year when I fractured my foot.
You fractured your foot?
How? Oh. Well, I was putting something into a bed of a truck, right?
Mm.
You know? And instead of going down normally, right?
Mm.
I came off it pretty weird. And then my foot, when it landed, it just did a 90-degree angle.
Sheesh.
Surprisingly, though, it was like the smallest fracture you could ever get. But that shit hurted like a bitch.
No, man, I broke my thumb recently. Like a couple of months ago.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
That shit sucked. Fucking, you know why? It sucked? Because I smacked it against someone's knee, and I didn't think it was broken. My hand like doubled in size. I thought like I popped a blood vessel or something, so I was like, alright, I'll put some ice on it, I'll wait until the swelling goes down. My dad comes to pick me up, and he sees my hand, and he's like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, my hand is swelling. I don't know if it's broken or not, but I don't think it is. So if it's not like still swelling tomorrow, we'll go to the hospital. I woke up and I can't close my hand. I can't. Because that's how fucking swelled up it is. I have become a goddamn, like, fucking, you know how like really, really like big people basically have cat paws for hands? That's what my
Yeah.
hand turned into. So, I woke up. I'm like, shit. Now it's like 9 a.m. I go to my dad's room. Like, let's go. We need to go to the fucking hospital. It's still swelling. He's like, oh no, okay. An hour passes. Let's go. We need to go to the hospital. I sat there for fucking 3 hours waiting for his ass to get up. 3 hours pass. We're in the car, right? And I'm meant to take a trip to Austria soon, right? Like literally the day after. So we're going to the hospital, and we're like, man, imagine if you have to get a cast. Man, that would be so funny. Like the day before we're traveling, imagine if you have to get a cast. You broke your thumb and you will need a cast for 2 months.
First of all, why did you smack someone's knee? What was
so what happens is I like tried to like smack the ball from their dribble, but the ball was like went above my hand. So instead of like smacking the ball, my thumb caught on their knee, and then it just went like.
Right.
So did it not hurt when that happened?
Oh no, it hurt like a bitch.
Yeah,
But I didn't hurt as much as I thought breaking a bone would be.
No.
Because in my brain, like, 'cause, like before that, I never broke a bone. Like I've never broken a bone. So I thought breaking a bone would be like horrible, terrible pain, right? I broke it. I'm like, fuck, that hurts.
It
Okay.
definitely, yeah, depends on like what bone you're breaking. I mean, I can't say from experience, but I'd imagine if you like break your toe or something, it's not as bad as breaking your femur. So that's just gonna fuck you up for a while.
Yeah.
But I think it's just like
Yeah.
you suffer some pain at the start, but then it gets like gradually worse as time goes on. Like, did it hurt when you were getting the cast or whatever?
No.
Well,
It didn't hurt,
After
then it
like
was just
when
really
I woke
swollen.
up in the morning, it was just like super swollen, but it didn't really hurt.
Did you touch it?
The swollen part?
Yeah.
You couldn't touch the bone because it was just surrounded
Sounds
in
it-
fucking like swollen
Flesh.
hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
swollen hand.
Fucking ass. You tried playing Rocket League with me once, or like, not even once, multiple times, while you still had the thing on your
I
fucking
did
hand.
play. I think how I played is like I had my thumb on the fucking like on the thingies, and then it was I wouldn't be able to like move my thumb. I'd have to move my entire like arm.
You were literally disabled. You're just a handicapped player playing Rocket League with me.
Man just straight up called you disabled.
we called it disabled back then. I think you even called yourself disabled.
Yeah, I did.
I
was like-
call everyone disabled.
I was a deficient member, but I still did good.
Still play
it's
the
not
game,
the,
yeah.
the second time with this podcast alone we've kind of made fun of Hamza for being a bit disabled.
Hell yeah.
I feel like this is gonna be like a episodely occurrence.
It's gonna be, yeah, just a recurring thing. Homs is disabled.
Yeah.
Man, this gaming talk is epic.
Just been talking about injuries the whole time.
Dude, I like how we finally find like a groove where we're kind of naturally playing off each other, and then one of us goes like, "Man, what a fucking fun game talk we're having, guys! it's so fun talking about our favorite games."
I can't believe that we're all gamers.
I
Wow.
never would've guessed.
I can't believe, BD, I cannot believe your favorite game is Asterix and Obelix XXL, dude. I can't believe that.
The fuck does that even mean? Listen, bro. Don't talk about subjects that I can't get behind.
Dude,
Breaking
I've
shit?
only- Huh?
Breaking shit?
Yeah, I've only broken my foot. Well, I lost a testicle.
I
There it
keep
is.
forgetting you have like a
There it
singular
is.
ball. I keep forgetting.
Oh, but that's a
he-
story for
dude,
another
the
time.
thing is that he doesn't need any more to fuck ya, bitch.
He only needs one. It's true. It's true.
Oh, I did. My parents did tell me that I like broke my leg as a kid, and I needed like crutches. I don't know what happened, but they just told me that.
We're just sitting at
They
the
give
dinner
no
table and they're like,
details.
BD, I remember when you were 6 and you broke your leg.
No, it's like we were cleaning out the basement, and for some reason, they still had like the boot that I had to wear on my foot to like make it easier on my leg.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, this is when you broke your leg as a kid." I'm like, "Damn, nah, bro, why do you still have it?"
I remember seeing a
Memories.
fucking video
Damn, bro, that kind
where
of
this
nasty.
kid. I saw this video where this kid was fucking like he faked a broken leg and he had crutches. So homie was walking with the broken leg and then the normal leg was raised. He forgot. He was, he was walking into school with like the good leg raised and walking on the normal leg on the broken
Idiot.
leg with
How
the
do you
crutches.
fuck that up?
Retarded. Honestly, how did why?
It's like the one thing you have to remember.
I don't even think it's like an idea of remember. Like, you have an extra fucking 5 pounds on your leg, or like an extra like 3 kilos. How do you like forget? Or how do you forget? Like, it's added weight.
Real.
You know.
It's so fucking dumb. That video makes me annoyed each time I see it, man.
Alright, let's actually get to the topic we were supposed to talk about, fucking games.
It's been 51 minutes. It's been 50. I think it's a bit too late to get into games.
We're almost an hour in, and we're just getting into the subject that we were planning to talk about from the beginning.
We're just that good.
Wow. This
Wow.
whole 51 minutes was an intro, guys. Don't worry. It was all but an intro.
Just some school stories.
Yeah,
and
the real
injuries.
the real podcast starts now.
You know what's funny? Robert tried changing the subject to video games, and then your dumbass Hamza brought it back to school shit.
I actually tried a couple times because I started talking about like how my
You were
well,
talking
yeah,
about
I-
Assassin's Creed.
No, no,
Assassin's
no.
Creed was still connected.
Before that,
to school.
I also brought up like, oh, so these used to be my favorite games in school. And then I was like, oh, I got popular because of Assassin's. Like, I kept trying to like bring it out the video games, but the only thing you guys latched onto was like, school.
Yeah, it was like a
I split
mix.
my
It
head
was
open.
school and games.
Man.
I should have. I told you guys before the podcast that I was good at segueing. I just didn't know that you guys were this shitty at it.
Listen, man.
I
don't even own a Segway,
Hey.
so how do you expect me to be good at
You
it,
know-
dipshit?
You know,
I've
what,
never
dude?
owned
Now
one
you,
either.
BD. Now you, BD. You're beautiful as always. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
am
the
a lord.
homosexual relationship in the podcast.
It's homosexual, you fucking homophobic dumbass.
Listen, you have to have like a little bit of flirting between two people, so that when if one of us doesn't show up for one of the podcasts, people will be like, you know, Robert seemed kind of sad this episode.
Robert X BB when Robert.
Oh, no, don't start. Someone's gonna make a fucking scuffed ass fan fiction or whatever. It's gonna be terrible.
There already is scuffed ass fan fiction. We had like a fucking
There really
fan
is
fiction
already.
writing contest at one point.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Were you
Yeah.
not there for that, Fury?
No.
Dude.
I think that was like towards the beginning of your like
Yeah, it was like
with
at the very
2020.
very beginning of 2020. We had a fanfic fucking competition. Anyways, we
Yeah.
got some of the
Don't-
fucking best fucking fan fictions I think I've ever read. They were fucking
Don't
hilarious.
bring up fan fictions with me, man. I'm
Oh,
still
yeah,
like
you're-
I'm
have
still
trauma.
broken. I'm
your
still
infamous
broken.
fan fiction, Smile.
I have two.
What
I
was
can't
someone
handle
doing
it.
writing a fan fiction about an 11-year-old? I don't know.
Bro, it was Dan. It was fucking Dan, man.
Oh yeah. Well, we don't talk about those type of people in this
We don't-
friendly environment,
Yeah,
Smile.
we don't bring those guys back into the mix.
Yeah, I will not bring them up in my Islamic podcast. Happy Ramadan, by the way, for all the Muslim viewers.
Hey guys, happy can't eat during sun because sun bad.
Exactly.
Bro, just close your eyes. It's not there.
Yeah, this
Just close your eyes, it's the dark. But it reminds me of the fucking.
So
like,
wait,
the
what would
who
happen
wins-
if a solar eclipse would happen during Ramadan?
during Ramadan? I honestly have no
You
idea.
get to eat. The sun's not there, bro. I can't
Just
see it.
feast at all times.
The sun is gone.
Yeah.
That reminds me of the fucking meme where it's like, who would win, like 1,000,000 tigers or the sun? And then like the sun, obviously. They're like, no, the tigers would attack at night.
Dude, tigers are fucking dangerous, dude. It's like that question about who would win, like a Pokemon or a lion.
Yeah, it's like 2 million lions versus all the Pokemon in the world or something.
Yeah.
Who would win that?
Dude, the lions, man.
Real
what the
debate.
fuck,
Who
dude?
would actually win that?
Have you seen a lion?
Have you seen
man.
Pokemon?
No, but
Have I
I've
seen
seen a
Pokemon?
lion.
There's little fucking dragons.
Yeah, but
They already have lion Pokemon, and they have even worse things.
things that there's a video on my fucking YouTube of me being chased by one. I don't know about you guys, but after that experience, I pick lions every day, dude. These things are fucking...
Yeah, you also have a video titled "Don't Go to Brazil," where a bunch of Brazilian people threaten you with like fucking death threats or some shit.
Yeah,
you know?
that's also the reason why I don't want to go to Brazil.
You're infamous there now. They know you
Yeah.
by look.
I'm kind of not welcome there.
Hold on, let me pull up the video and take a look at some of the comments.
It's on site.
They're all in Portuguese. You're not gonna be able to fucking read. I think like...
What's the name of your fucking YouTube channel
But
again?
I think the... Oh, don't worry about it. But I think the funniest part of the comment section is like you have a mixture of like people of Brazilians who are defending Brazil and Brazilians who hate Brazil. And then there's a huge percentage that all think that I'm from the US. Because they keep
US is not much better than Brazil.
yeah, they kept commenting that like California sucks or something like that. So I shouldn't be fucking commenting on Brazil. I was just like, I agree, California sucks, but like, it's not my country.
I found it. Hold on. I think it's also your fucking like most viewed video. Yeah, it is.
Go to
By
Brazil.
fucking miles, dude.
O Brasil não é só favelas, é outros coisas, ela também.
That one talks about like how Brazil is not just favelas, because I have this part in the video where I just stole like CNN footage of like favelas, and then they were like, "Wait, Brazil's not only favelas." Like,
the comment on the like bottom is Brazil is terrible country with an A. That's why I want to go to the United States of America. /USA/thought.
yeah, and I love the fact that it's been it's actually been like age constricted.
The Brazil
Yeah, the
video?
Brazil video. It's actually been age constricted, and I think it's because the CNN footage showed guns.
Hola, hola.
Hola, go to
Oh, no.
Brazil, yes. You know?
You know what really pissed him off is the fact that he posted a fucking 1-7 Germany
Yeah.
and Brazil. World Cup
7-1.
They-
7-1.
They were not gonna comment anything until I fucking put that, and they were like, "Okay, this guy's taking the piss."
It's too
They're
far.
still furious
The
about
favelas,
that.
okay. The drug lords, fine. 7-1.
Yeah. I don't know how
did they
could
get
take it seriously,
destroyed
dude.
though like that? Honestly, I still can't believe that like actually happened in the fucking World Cup.
What I'm most surprised about by that video is the fact that I have fucking Mario music playing for the entirety of the video, and it hasn't been copyright striked.
I posted like a 12-second video of the fucking Tokyo Ghoul song with Sad Spider-Man and it got taken down.
Yeah. I always thought Nintendo was like super strict on that, but it has never been fucking copyright stricken.
What the fuck, man?
Every other video I have posted with
They saw your YouTube channel name and they're like, yeah, I'm not fucking with this guy.
so it was just Robert Ooh. It wasn't even Robert Ooh at the time. It was just Nerd Gamer.
Nerd gamer.
Yeah. And I love that because my URL is literally just youtube.com/user/nerdgamer606. It's I love having that tag.
Man.
And then I have one
Motherfuckers
gaming
go.
video, which is Pubg. Have you guys ever played Pubg?
I played it for like 10 minutes and then I immediately got bored of it.
And more of a
I used to play PUBG.
yeah.
I have it.
More of a Fortnite.
I remember
bouncer?
when I used to fucking like do rugby. The guy that I would like buy water off of would always be playing like fucking PUBG Mobile. That's it. I would only ever see him play PUBG Mobile, and then he'd be like shouting in Arabic at his fucking teammates. He'd be like, "Abni, روح يمين, روح شمال." I'm like, "Just give me my fucking chips, man. I can't be ass. I want to get my water and my chips."
Have you ever played PUBG on console?
No,
awful.
there's PUBG on console?
Yes, Xbox.
Holy shit. I didn't know
I
that.
feel like that would be like worse, like just way fucking
The
worse.
shittest experience.
Yeah.
Have you played it, BD?
What?
PUBG on console.
Yeah, I said I have. Hello.
Oh, why? Why?
Why? Because my IRL friends, they mostly have consoles, so like, if I want to play with them, I have to play on console most of the
Man.
time.
It's a hard life. It's a hard knock life.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Last time I played with them was Minecraft Bedrock Edition, but I was on PC, and I hate Bedrock Edition. So, of course, me being a Minecraft nerd, I was like miles ahead of them. I beat the Ender Dragon without them, raided the Nether without them. I was basically the king of that world, and I did not want to keep playing. So I'm like, what is my one way out? Booted up the world at like 3 a.m. Placed TNT in everyone's house, including mine. And I blew it up and blamed it on someone else, and they took the bait.
This reminds me of the last PB&J sandwich you told me.
The PB&J,
Still don't know to this day.
The Smuckers.
Yeah, that reminds me of that
this is
story.
2016, right? I was getting zoinked out of my mind, you know?
The usual.
Yeah. And when you get zoinked, of course, there's the munchies that follows up right through. And there's these sandwiches called Smucker's Uncrustable. It's just a plain PB&J sandwich, you know? But
Right.
it tastes heavenly. So, my zoinked ass is like, damn, I want that. But there wasn't enough for everyone there, right? So I was the only one who had to share mine. I'm a fat ass. I don't like
Injustice.
sharing.
Injustice.
Yeah. So I was pretty pissed off about it. But then, like, I found some other thing to snack on, and I destroyed that by myself. So I was pretty happy. There was one Smucker's left because my friend was saving it for his brother. He's like, it's only for his brother. No one else is gonna have it. I'm like, okay. So throughout the night, we noticed that the sandwich was gone, and the brother didn't take it. And the first person to be blamed was me. Because you know why? Because I was complaining about me sharing my sandwich, right?
Alright.
And I'm like, no. I know what I put in my mouth. I did not put another
I
sandwich
know
in
what
my
I
mouth.
put in my mouth.
Listen, bro. If I ate it, I would have said I ate it, you know? Because at that point, I clearly don't care. Right? But,
Right.
you know, I was a man of my word and I didn't eat it. But I was the number one target for it. And to this day, 2016, 5 years ago, we still don't know who took
ate the
that
Smuckers.
sandwich. It's one of the biggest mysteries we have among my friends and I,
Among Us.
and I'm still shut up. And I'm still the one to be blamed for it.
Oh, you still get shit for it? Damn.
Listen,
Yeah.
BD, get it like a. Bring this motherfucker to court. Bring these motherfuckers to court. Prove
There's
you're
some
innocent.
people that believe me. They said like, "Nah, you're innocent."
Yeah, for the first guest
know?
episode, just have BD bring all his friends on. They just argue over who ate it.
We'll bring the suspect.
Yeah.
Bro, I was the farthest away from the fridge, and it couldn't have been me. I was smacking on some Tostitos scoops.
I've never had fucking Tostitos.
No.
I'm about to make
They're
some
okay.
pizza rolls.
I think that's a good story to end the fucking podcast on, because we've been going for an hour and 5 minutes or something like that.
Man, I really love gaming.
Oh wow! What a great gaming episode we had today, guys.
I would like it noted by everybody who's got it this far. I would like you all to go into the comment section and just comment that I tried.
Robert tried.
I tried
Yeah,
too.
BD and me, we tried, dude.
I tried less subtly, but
Yeah,
you know.
you just called them out. I was like, hey, what? You guys play PUBG? You guys like PUBG?
Yeah.
And BD's like, wow, I love games.
Yeah, bro. I used to play Tetris in college and all that. Man, I love games. Mad booty.
Yo,
mad
have you
booty.
ever gamed before? Shit is fun, bro. You just pick up a controller and just... Damn.
Yeah.
You want to
Mad booty.
like
games.
sign off with all our favorite games?
Dude, listen, all I have to say before that, all I have to say about gaming is that everybody
This
who
is the
says that
second
like
time.
gaming is hard is just a fucking idiot, dude. Just LMAO, just pick up the controller.
Or
and
they
press
have
button, dude.
cerebral palsy.
No, just
Dang. Are you calling people noob?
yeah. Listen,
Wow,
everybody
toxic.
who complains that like games are bad are just mad because they bad.
Okay, Joker, calm the fuck
Yeah.
down. That's it's enough.
Gamers are the
We're
most
not having a
depressed
fucking
thing.
gamers rise up moment right now, okay? We're not.
Like, this reminds me of that video of the guy saying, now that the glass ceiling is broken, all the depressed majorities can rise up. And the most oppressed of all, gamers.
Gamers.
It's so true, dude.
It's time for us to sign off now. It was a great episode about gaming.
You want
And,
just call this a gaming episode.
This is the gaming episode. I'm gonna call it a gaming with school stories. That's the
No, just call it video game stories. Just call it that. And,
Yeah.
and so, and
Alright.
so you know that if people then you'll know if people watch till the end, because if they don't, they'll be like, "Why did you name it that?
Wow, what a
You guys didn't talk
great
about video
gaming
games at all."
episode.
But then the people who listen through will hear this part and know that we called it that to fuck with them.
Yeah.
They'll be like, "Oh, I like that one part where you said that one thing about that one game." It's like, no, we didn't
That's
talk
not
about
us.
games.
That's
Yeah, absolutely.
wrong podcast.
Great.
Wrong
We'll know
podcast.
who really listened.
Yeah. Now
We'll know who's a real one. We'll know who's a
I'll
real
just
one.
go like, "Okay, so what did I play in high school?"
Trivia.
Trivia. Dude.
Alright, that's
This
enough.
has been the Tapped Out Podcast. Thank you for listening, and
Thank
we'll
you
see
for
you again
listening.
next time. We
Bye-bye.
can actually
Wait,
schedule something.
Wait, what about my favorite
Hopefully.
game?
All right, you want to just sign off
What
with each
game?
person's favorite games?
Sign off?
No,
Okay.
I literally I
Oh.
want that to be the end. Like, guys, I want us to stop recording. I want like the fucking thing to be like you guys going, "Oh, let's sign up with our favorite games," and then everybody starts saying goodbye, and then it just ends up with me going, "But what about my favorite game?" And then it just stops. You see, I just want abrupt cuts. That's what I want.
It's
So
every
is that it?
time.
Are we ending it here, or has everyone stopped their
So am I
recording?
supposed to stop recording?
Yeah.
I don't know either.